Look at this. Look at this. Dead clear, dead nice. Only after 4.5 years, Shabby's internet's fixed. Look at it, it's all nice. You watch, you love it at home now going, it don't look fixed to me. It still looks as dodgy as ever. Anyway, welcome to Shabby Geek. Hello, everybody. Nice to see everyone. I just wanted to do this just an hour or so, just have a chat to you for a bit. I've got some stuff to show you. And someone sent me a box, so I'll unbox that box and I'll show you what's in there. But basically, I just wanted to do this stream. I was talking to our side a couple of hours before just to thank you all. But I'll go through that in a minute. Let's just see who's here. So we've got about 20 people in the chat already. You absolute belters. Brilliant. Gap's here. Will Gap, what does he say? Will Shabby start on time with the time? Yeah, look, time change. No problem. I'm on the ball, Gap. I'm on the ball. 1 o'clock, no problem. Easy as that. Hey. Hiya, Johnny boy. Good old Mr. B's here. I am Mr. B. Don't like it. Hiya, Baz. Oh, one of my favourites. The lovely Leslie. Hello to all the cool dudes. Have a great stream, Shabby. Yeah, it's nice, this. But I'll go through more what this sort of thing does, you know, when your internet's fixed and so forth. Good old Howard Des, here he is. I hope you had a great weekend. I've had a lovely weekend. Everton got beat yesterday morning, but apart from that, yeah, everything's great. Our Oppie, nice to see you, Ops. Our Andy, have fun, fellas. I'll be at church praying for you all. Hi, Andy. Kieran's here. Brilliant. Thank God Shabby's doing a live stream. I got too involved in Lovey's. Same thing, DTM, same thing. Hi, Jason. Oh, Oppie, Des. Wow, what a turnout. Over 30 already. Good old Gups is here, hiya, pal. Good old Rob is here. Wow, awesome. Good old Sai. Hiya, Sai. Hi. Good old BOE. Long time ago. Good old Martin. Hiya, pal. Great to see everybody. Oh, Epic's here. Look at this. Happy. Howdy, Shabby. Howdy. Howdy, brilliant. So, yeah, I just want you to 36. Wow, already. Wow. None of you's at church except for Andy. It's only Andy at church. Oh, wow. Unbelievable. Blow me away. Absolutely blow me away. Hello, Steph. Hiya, pal. So, basically, it was just this thing where I just wanted to say, and it's a bit cheesy for me. I don't want it to turn into a love fest because our site will take me to clean it, so it's not going to turn into a love fest. But I started doing the live streams about 4.5 years ago when me, Matt, and Tez, and good old Super Awesome and Darth Mark, we started the Pallet Boys and so forth. And where we lived at the time, the internet was kind of all right, but I'm not a technical person. This thing I'm going to tell you about, I've only just got a phone with a phone number now at 49. It wasn't something that I was really interested in. I was always with my missus or with my kids, so I had a phone. But it wasn't until I think in the summer, Leslie turned around to me at Joe Best and said, Shabby, what's your number? And I went, I ain't got one. But now I have. Now I got a phone number. But so I started doing these streams and doing all. And then when we moved out into the country out here, and I love it out here. You know, anyone who has ever been to see me and Jen here, it's really pretty where we live, and it's dead rural. It's nice. I really, really like it. But the internet is shite. And when we got here, because I'm not a tech person, you know, where I don't know what your internet is where you live, but where we live, it's like Spectrum or it's like DirecTV or it's like, and none of them did it out here. So I turned around and said, well, you know, we're just going to have to put up with it. It's called Kinetic or something. It's a really small, it's like a mum and dad kind of internet place that we got here. So I got it, and it's been a nightmare, hasn't it? It's been an absolute nightmare because, you know, you come on. The funniest thing is you come on these streams and behind the scenes you can just see yourself and it looks all right. Don't get me wrong, but then I'd come off and I'd watch like a ZSR back or a Tub Thumpers back or another stream back, and I think, oh, what the France? It was just so pixelated. It was so bad. And I used to get. I'll be honest to you all. I used to get so mad. I used to get so. Not mad as in, you know, kicking off, but mad like, what am I doing it for? Do you know what I mean? If this is what it's like, what am I doing it for? And so forth. And because I'm not a tech person, I could never, that's what got me more more mad because I didn't know what to do. So, I mean, this is one of the reasons. I'll just come off it a minute. This is one of the reasons why Patreon, everyone that's joined my Patreon, you lads don't realize, honestly, how much you've helped me out because my camera and I saved up and got a brand new laptop. And so I was upgrading constantly. Like, well, I'll get a new camera or I'll get a new laptop or I'll get a new thing. So I got this new laptop about a month ago and it's like 4 times the strength of my old one. So I'm like, oh yeah, this is it. I'm here. I'm just going to look like NASA at Shabby'S. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, this is going to be awesome. Go on there, the same thing. So it was obviously my internet. Well, Jenny has her own business and she was talking to this bloke and he was asking her about this thing called AT&T, which is more like a phone company. So wherever you are, like if you have Orange or if you have, Verizon or whatever, AT&T was that. And he was turning around to her and he was trying to say, oh, are you happy with your phone service? And Jen says, yeah. And she said, the only thing that's shite in our house is internet. And so this guy turns around and goes, well, we can do your internet. They do this new thing called an air thing. It's like this big, I put a picture up in the chat. It's like this big white pod. It looks like Mork's blooming ship. Also, I put a picture for Mork with it. It was Martin with it in his spacesuit. Well, it's not his spacesuit, it's his jacket, whatever. And he said, well, I'll tell you what I'll do. Let me go around to your house. He said, and let me test your bandwidth. He's got this machine. Look at me. I know you're going to start taking piss because I can't, because I'm not a tech person on the real terms, but he can work out the speed length what we have or the strength we have to what they can do. So he comes round and he takes it and he takes both the things. He takes what we had already and he takes what AT&T can do for us. So he comes out and then he gets that sorted and he goes back to Jen and he says, right, well, he said, I think we can do a little bit better. And he shows Jen what we're on and he goes, well, this is what you're on at the moment. And it was 12. Right? So me and Jen are like, yeah, 12. Is that good or bad or so forth? And then he goes, this is what we can do. And it was 131. So anyway, and Jen didn't even ask me. Jen just went, yeah, we'll do it. We'll get it done. So we got that. We got new phones and we got everything else. So really, so it's given me more confidence now. It's given me a lot more because I've been on other people's streams like Stu's or Papa Gore's or Baz, any other stream, and you feel embarrassed, and it's embarrassing. Especially, I don't take this serious as you all know, but you do. When you meet up with your friends in your community, you kind of want to make sure like you look all right. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I might as well wear a 90. No one's going to see me because of how pixelated I am. So I just wanted to do this stream to thank you all, to thank you. And I know this is, I don't know what you're thanking us for, Shabs. Well, because for sticking with me. I used to think that all the time. I used to watch back a stream or watch back, and I want to give special thanks to people like the people that have had me on their streams and people like Matt and Tez and RSI, because it can't be easy for them either. Do you know what I mean? When Shabby's trying to talk and it's glitching and it's doing this and I'm coming in and I'm coming out, my internet's gone and I'm freezing and so forth. But for those 3 lads to turn around and like act like, Shabby, you're fine or whatever. And you lot too. And I mean, I know you take the piss. I know, but I wouldn't have it any other way. But for you to stick with me, that's the thing. Knowing every week, I'm dodgy as living anything on a live stream. But then you stick with me though. And it means the world to me. It does. And I'm a humble person. I know I'm loud and obnoxious, but I don't take anything for advantage, anything. And so this sort of stuff means something. So I wanted to do my own, even though I said it on Friday on ZSR, I kind of wanted to do my own live stream just to say to you a lot of thanks. Honestly, it meant the world to me that you're all here. You all like looked past what my internet was like and how shite I looked every week, but you stayed. And it's funny that sort of thing to me when we talk about community. It's all right. This is what I mean. It's all right turning up for other people's streams and bigging up other. It's stuff like this. It's when you stick and stay. That's what it means to me. When you think, well, Shabby looks a bit dodgy, but he said he's all right. I like Shabby, so you've stayed and watched. Or people like I said. So I genuinely, really, really just wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thanks, because it was hard. And do you know what I mean? And I know you're going to get loads of strife or whatever, but I don't want to. I didn't want to turn it mushy. I'm not. Our style, like I said, take me to clean it. So I'm not turning it mushy. I just thanks. You're all awesome. I really, really appreciate every one of you. So I'll just go through. Let me just try and catch up with the chat and see who else has turned up because we're over 40 already. You absolute shabby geekers. You shabby geekers. Absolutely awesome. Let's see who else is here and what you've all said. So Mr. McGuire's here, good old Johnny boy. So yeah, this is what I mean. It's like, and it's funny that I don't know whether other YouTubers that are in the chat do this. That you look back at videos from years ago and you see who's commented, and that's the thing for me. You know, you'll look back and you think, oh my life, I've known these people all this time. So for you to stick with me while my internet's been that bad, and while I know it myself. I mean, I know you lot are super nice people, and this is why you mean the world to me, all of you. That's why I love doing this, and that's why I've stuck doing it, even through all that crap internet, because it is embarrassing. It is, and I don't want to harp on, but you come off it and you just think to yourself, why am I doing it? It's not just affecting you, it's affecting everybody around you. I was like laughing on the outside, but dying on the internet. Please fix my internet. So I've got to give thanks to my missus. My missus has saved my bacon. She really has. So I just feel more. It's funny this because I'm a confident person, but I feel more confident. It's like I've got Stu's this afternoon, Stu's quiz, and it's funny now. Now I'm happy to go on it. I was happy to go on it anyway, but now for myself, happy to go on it. So I'm like, yeah, I can do this now. I know it's not going to glitch. I know it's not going to look stupid. I know, you know what I mean? And I know I'm not affecting the other people who are on the stream around me through my shite internet, So thank you, Jen. I really appreciate you doing that for us. Wizzy's here. Let's have a look. Oh, I always have to play it when he turns up.
There was something in the air that night. The stars were bright.
Come on, in your northern accent. Rolando. Got old Rolando's here. Very brilliant. I think that's the only reason Rolando turns up, just to his theme song. There he is. Oh, Wizzy, blooming heck, everybody's here. Thank you all so much. If you have any questions or whatever as well, if there's something, I'd like to ask Shabby this, put it in. We'll just have an hour or so, that's all. And like I say, what I do at Shabby's is I never take anything seriously. It's never like you've seen some thumpers and here, so it's just a nice chat with the lads and the ladies. Can't miss the ladies. Just to get together in on a Sunday afternoon so we can all have a chat. Good old Jackie boy's here. Hi, Jack. Nice to see you, pal. Oh, wow, wow. Nearly 50 people. Unbelievable. I thought Shabby was using AOL. It was bad, though, wasn't it, Rolando? That's the thing. It was so bad. And, but that's how much I knew about technical stuff. I'm in the furniture game. I'm not I'm not tech savvy. Do you know what I mean? It's like and the worst thing for me, I'll tell you a whole. Now there's only a couple of us here. I'll tell you some on choose. You reach out to people and you'll go, oh, Berry or VTR or people that know this stuff, and and you're like, so you ask them a question like, what can I do to make this? It's the response that they come back with. It's all foreign to me. Well, you need the 8056 to plug into this, and then you want your bandwidth to be this, and you want that. You're like, so you just write back, oh, thanks, got you, thanks. You haven't a clue what to say. Do you know what I mean? You're like, what? And looking it up as well. You try and look stuff like this up on YouTube, and you're like, what the France, man? Where do I start? I'm making it out like I'm thick here. I'm not thick. I'm not do you know what I mean? I can't work stuff like that out. I thought Jen was penning a bicycle hooked up to a power grid. That's what I mean. That's how it felt, didn't it? You know what I mean? I don't care if you're tired. Pedal, Jen, pedal. Sorry, listen, you can tell all the jokes are coming out now, bastards, all of you. Look at them, all the jokes are coming out. Oh, Gilster, good old Rob. Hi, Gilster. Nice to see you, buddy. Kieran says, Shabby can now watch Babe Station after this. Babe Station. Can't believe Babe Station's still going. Been going for years. Looks good, so it seems it's gone well and a good investment. Cheers, Johnny boy. Yeah, I'm just glad it's over in a way. Do you know what I mean? I'm not making it out like I'm 4K and You know what I mean? It's, oh, look at Shabby, he looks great and all that stuff. But it's 10 times better than what I've been using. 10 times better. And it is funny because it does affect you in that way. If someone messages you and goes, oh, Shabs, you know, will you do my stream? And I'm always like, first, I always say yeah, because the way I work it out is if I'll say yes to everybody because you lot did that to me at the start. You know, if everyone said, no, I'm not really coming on, or no, I don't really know who's this bloke or whatever, none of us would have got anywhere, wouldn't we? So I always, you know, same as you lot. So there's no difference. I always like to support everybody, but I always had that feeling. Do you know what I mean? I always had that feeling like, you know, should I go on because I'm just going to ruin it for everybody? And I probably didn't. You know, they probably didn't think that or whatever because they're lovely blokes and the people watching probably. But it always affected me like, oh, man, you know, should I do this or whatever? I remember doing Martin and Adam's Star Wars thing. I'll tell you something. Look at all the gossip Shabby's telling you now. And they turned around and he said, Shabby, will you leave it running? Because they have that thing where on StreamYard that if you, or I think it's StreamYard that they use, but they have this thing where if you leave it running, then basically it takes away all the glitches and puts you in high definition. So I remember watching theirs back and thinking, that's the only thing I've ever looked all right on is Martin and Adams because of that. But because of how shite my internet was, to keep, is they said, yeah, just leave it on, Shabby. It'll be over soon. You know, you just got to wait till it loads and then it'll come out great. That was nearly 4 hours with my internet. It was like so bad. It just got worse and worse. So anyway, it's over. Getting on. I'm not getting no more shit. I'm just, yeah, I just like to thank you all. You know, here she is. Like I can see your lines and wrinkles. You, cheers, Jen. Lines and wrinkles. You've got to do worse than glitches to get rid of us, Shabby. But this is why I wanted to do this. This is why I wanted to do it. Just to I know we laugh and I know we joke and take the piss, but to genuinely say to you all, thank you all so much. Because I was worried. And then I'm always the first to turn around when people do well on YouTube and they get to 1,000 subs and they do well. I'm always probably one of the, and I'm genuinely mean it. I'm so happy that you've done it. Well done. I love seeing people that I know of, people that we've built something up with, doing really, really well. And I always used to think to myself, but I'll be honest, I used to think to myself, is that what's holding me back? You know, is that what it is? You know, maybe we're not getting that many new subs, or maybe because my internet was crap. You know, people are coming in that are new and going, what the fence is this? It's like watching blooming Super Mario Brothers from the 80s. Look how bad his internet is. I don't forget it, you know. So hopefully we'll you know, it'll entice people to come and watch. So don't laugh at her, Keith. All she's gonna do is just carry on. So let's have a look. The lovely Jen. Thanks for letting Shabby come out and play. Yeah, she is lovely. Yeah, that's true, Jen. Bring back the pixels. That's charming. I tell you what. Oh, thank you, pal. I appreciate. Yeah, I try. I try my hardest to get everybody involved, and I try my hardest to be as nice as I can. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes you all know it. Sometimes you're, oh, here we go again, or we're doing this. But I've always looked at this as a form of escapism, and you know, it's like this is like, to me, it's like your favorite movie or your favorite football team or something. It's something to do that's fun. So I always had that thing in me ever since I started. Like, if I'm not having fun, I'm not doing it. Do you know what I mean? If I'm not enjoying it, what's the point? You know, you've got your bills, you've got your kids, you've got your work, you've got everything else. So this is my time in a way. And I love it. I absolutely love it. You know, and I love the lads that I do it with. I love everyone I've met. You know, so many people. It's like, I've said this before, when, you know, people are FaceTiming me for Anne-Marie's house. My mum's front room. Pete's sat in that big blue chair she's got. I'm and Tess playing PlayStation till 3 o'clock in the morning. But this is what we've built. You know, I know we took the piss out of Stu's, really, you know, about Stu having 3 weeks. So he's like, bloody hell, the Queen doesn't have that long for her birthday. But he's a lovely bloke, isn't he? And it's just nice that everyone celebrates him and everyone helped him out and so forth, you know, and everybody knew, you know, it's awesome. I'm dead proud of it. It's like when you're away from home as well, when you live halfway across the world, like me and Scoobs do, and G-Force and whatever, and super awesome. When you look over there and you see everyone going to Echo, everyone going to NEC, but then there's new faces coming, new faces that have joined us and new faces that feel like they're part of it. And so look at Delvian. I mean, Delvian's not new. Delvian's been going for ages, but he just turned up and everyone's, oh, Delvian's here. And I love that 5G leads. You know what I mean? I love that That's always been important to me. Always that people. Well, Delvian does a YouTube channel, but people that don't do it don't feel excluded. Do you know what I mean? Everybody's welcome. You know, so it's awesome. Good old Jumpy Z. I'll do Shabs. Hiya, pal. Gilster a long time ago. Look at that. Long time ago. Look at her. Said hello to everybody. Famous. Oh, let's have a look if I can find any new. Oh, no, I don't. And this is what I mean. Arside's going to punch me in the nuts. I know he is. I know Arside's not one for this. Arside, he'll be saying, oh, I know, I can just see it now going, oh, God, listen to him. He's soft bastard. I can just see Arside now. So, sat at home with his feet shaking like that. I'm not trying to be soft. This is like what it was. My internet was fixed, and I wanted to thank you lot. You know, I wanted to thank you all for sticking with me. It's overwhelming. I say the word overwhelming quite a few times, and it is. I don't care what people say. I don't care if people think, oh, Shabby's, just going on. I don't care. Do you know what I mean? I've always been a person, good upbringing. I've always been a person that when someone does something nice for you, or someone sticks with you, or someone does it, it's you hard, done it. It's like, I never take it for advantage. I never, ever take it for advantage. Oh, yeah, there'll be 50 people in the chat side when we do tough. Oh, yeah, there'll be 60 people when we would do. I've never been that bloke. I'm just happy to see everybody. Do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I'm glad people are watching. me and Si just talking on Wednesday. Hiya, you all right? Yeah, how are you? One person, probably Kieran, like, hey lads, how you Kieran? But no, I love doing it. Oh, remember, people hit that like button. I appreciate that, Des. But Shabby, you have the perfect face for radio. Well, I'm pretty. What do you mean? They had to make two of me. America got one, England got one. So the internet wasn't that. It's not worrying about it. Hey, look at her. Oh, good old Jen's here. Good Jen getting involved. Brilliant. I can see your hat a lot. Clearer. Yeah, it's my Pee-wee hat. I love that. Because ever since Matt told everybody about me dyeing my hair, it's just, I don't know, any clear. So you're to blame for all this gushing, Jen. Yeah, Jen, it's Jen's fault. Hey, Keith, good old Keith here. Good afternoon, Shabby and chat. Currently on the last day of Rhode Island Comic Con. Oh, how's that going? Rhode Island Comic Con. That sounds good. That sounds awesome. Good old Cat, see you. Hiya, pal. Everybody's turned up. Nearly 50. Wow, on a Sunday afternoon. Awesome. Cat's definitely. Here we go. Question: when you live stream, do you balance a sandwich? I must have done this twice when we were kids. So when you're playing your PlayStation, you've got your Nintendo when we were kids. You've got your thing, and your mum makes you a butty or whatever, a sandwich. I used to just put it on my knee while I was playing. But our size had this thing like I'm I should be in the circus because I can balance a sandwich on my knee. then he told Claire, well, our size always done stuff like that. I remember buying a really shitty pair of trainers when I was a kid, and he called me Freddie Mercury for years. And I was like, Freddie Mercury? What are you calling me Freddie Mercury for? And then I realised because the trainers I bought were like Mercury trainers, but they were for work. But our side made it out like Shabby's an ambassador for Mercury trainers. But honestly, he's a sod for it. But he's a lovely bloke in the outside. But yeah, sandwich on my knee, Mercury trainers. What else? No, in fact, no, don't say anything else. I just keep it to yourself. Realize what I said. Keep it to yourself. I've got to see this. I'll do it. I've got to. He said, well. It's a certain knack to it, do you know what I mean? Don't just do it in one go, DTM. It takes years of practice. Oh, brilliant. Everyone say hello to each other. Cheers, Saya. And we John you need. Oh, Jonathan, Mr. Edmonds here. Hiya, pal. I'll get down a little bit and then I'll show you some stuff I got. I love bargains. And I got some great bargains yesterday. And like I said, I've got a box to open, so I'll go through it all. Fun Shabby fact, he doesn't use his names. I still do. Oh, brilliant. Hiya, pal. Good old Matt. Just had faggots and veg, of course, and mint sauce mixed into my peas. Wow, that sounds awesome. Oh, you lucky sod on a Sunday. Proper Sunday dinner, that. Cheers for coming in, pal. He's another one I want to thank a lot. I love this bloke. years. Me, Matt, and Tez, 171 episodes. 171. You know what I mean? I was working it out when we do our Christmas thing on CSR this year. That's our 5th Christmas. 5th one. Unbelievable. 3rd year that BOE will do his song. Traditional BOE. I remember we did it the first time and I said, we'll have to make it tradition. BOE goes, how can it be tradition? I've only done it once. Can't say that now, BOE. Oh, brilliant. 12. Wow, you getting a Dino. You must be talking to somebody else, Jason. Let's have a look. It takes a real man to veep on the internet. There you are. There you go. Every time Shabby says the word internet, an angel gets there. Well, that's what it's all about today, Kieran. It's about the internet. Do you know what I mean? So, what's the topic of discussion? Is internet, my friend. I've just got my internet sorted out, and I just wanted to thank everybody for it. Because, like I say, it was embarrassing, and you always think to yourself, is this why no one else is coming in? Or, you don't want to think that, do you? And you have it. I know it's probably a paranoia, but I'm not really a paranoid person. I don't really care what people think of me, but you do get that thing, don't you? Like, oh, no, what if people are sat at home going, oh, God, look at him again. He's bloody. And it eats you, doesn't it? It eats you hard. Like, oh, I hope my dodgy internet's not putting everybody off. So, but obviously it didn't, which, like I said, this is why I wanted to thank you all, because obviously it didn't. TJC, hi pal, good old TJC's here. Everyone's saying hello to each other. That's awesome. I love that. There he is. 5G. We're just talking about you. There he is. Hi pal. Chasing 80s. Just jumping in the chat for a quick hi to you all. Have to go out for some dinner soon. Can't stay, unfortunately, but have a great stream. No, I appreciate that, Chris. Thank you, pal, for coming in and saying hello. That's awesome. Like I said, I know I did it at this time. Excuse me, because I'm on Stews this afternoon with our side, Grindheads on it, our Scubas on it. So that'll be a good show there, the quiz this afternoon. So I wanted to do this now just to get it out of the way, if you will. RP, only 51 weeks to Stu's next birthday. They are. Well, no, he'll start celebrating about August. So there's we have to get prepared for it, remember? So I'm only joking. Brilliant. Hard to believe, but Shabby's comments are even bringing a tear to my. You mean the world to me, all of you. You know, I'm not a massive YouTuber. I never have been, and I don't. You name me one of you that's ever had a chat behind the chat once. I can hold my head up high and said, well, when I'm massive or when I become, I don't care about stuff like that. I'm not bothered. Like, you'd be lying as a YouTuber to say, would you like more views and subs? Of course you would. That's the reason you're doing it. Let's not make it out like, I don't need anybody. Of course we do. We won't be doing it, would we? But it's not the be all and end all for me. And so today is just to thank the people that stayed. Do you know what I mean? It's just that, that you've all decided, yeah, we'll stick with Shabs. I know he's internet shit because he's, we like him. He's all right. So awesome. Good old Lowbots here. Absolutely brilliant. But that's why things like I say, Lowbot's one of them. My Patreon's so important to me because I'm not a rich bloke. You know what I mean? I've got 4 kids and this and that. And so what I do with a Patreon is I stick it all in what I do here. So the camera, the microphone helps me out when I bought what is it? Because then you take money off, don't you, when you buy your new laptop and your internet and whatever. And it's like the StreamYard now is $45 a month. And I like paying for it because I like the thing. I mean, I don't know. Maybe sometimes having 7, 8, 9 people on all the time could be a bit difficult. I don't like to leave people out. I was talking to a couple of lads behind the scenes with this, and it's all right to say, oh, yeah, I can get 10 people on. But sometimes to me, it's not a case of, everyone talking over each other. That's bound to happen. I'm not bothered about the talking over each other. It's the people that don't talk. I don't like that, and you get somebody on there who, because we've all got different personalities, every one of us. Some of us are like me, some of us are a bit more reserved, a bit more quiet, and I don't like those people not getting the spotlight, if you will. So I'm going to talk to lads and see maybe having 8, 9, 10 people on at a time. It's a bit too much, isn't it? You know what I mean? Everyone, hi mate, all right. I just waited. I sent you a message this morning to thank you. So I appreciate what you did this morning. I really did. Oi, Coughlin's here. Shabby and everyone in the chat. Hope you all are well. Yeah, we're great. It's a lovely Sunday. Everybody's here. 50 people all having a nice chat on a Sunday. Ready for stews. All ready to watch stews. So, hey, George, remember to hit that mute button. touch. I don't know about another absolute belter. Good old Mr. V. Wow, everybody's here. Everybody's turned up. I will get there. Anyway, here we go. Claire, Shabby saves his tears for YouTube. You're a scumbag. I'm not crying. I'm not. Look at my missus in here. Never comes in when she doesn't give me shit. Look at that. Oh, one of my favourites. Hiya, pal. I sent you a message October the 9th on Twitter, but I don't think you saw it. I was just making sure you were all right in that in the hurricanes that we've had here, you know, Carolinas and Florida or whatever. So I hope everything's great. But oh, it's lovely to see you, Steve. Oh, hiya, pal. The challenge is Si. He can balance a grated cheese sandwich on his without losing any cheese. Oh, believe it. Right, let's just stop all this balancing sandwiches because this is going to go on now. I know it is. This is going to turn into PGM's thing or something like that. Where this is going to go on and on, isn't it? So let's just. I can balance a sandwich on my knee. Thanks, Si. A sponsored sandwich balancing was just sat there with a sandwich on my knee. Let's see if it can go mouldy. Do you know what I mean? Oh, brilliant, brilliant. Hiya, Gerard. Hiya, pal. Oh, bargains. I thought you said, but no, I've got some bargains. I'll show you now. I might as well show you because I'm half an hour in. So I love a bargain. Love it. And my favorite place for all you that aren't in America is Ollie's. I know a lot of people give Ollie's. Ollie's is the world's greatest place. I love Ollie's. I absolutely love Ollie's. It's brilliant because it's not just necessarily toys in there. You can find loads of stuff in Ollie's, like carpet. I'm not that I go out buying carpets every week, but I'm just saying buying carpets that are dirt cheap, and you know what I mean. Toiletries that are dirt cheap, comic books, everything else. So I got some bargains yesterday. Would you like me to show you what I got at Ollie's yesterday? I got. Oh, I've been buying these. I've got these already, but I've been buying them just to open. So I've got a Star Wars shelf on that side. You can't really see it from here, and it's all my vintage stuff. And at the bottom, I just got like loose figures or whatever. But you can't pass these up. I got Reva, so I'll open this one, and I got it for $2.99. $2.99, $3 for a Reva. So got that. Let's see what else. You got to hate me for this because I'm a big book fan. As you know, I love the books or whatever. So I bought this one yesterday, which is Cobalt Squadron, which is a Last Jedi story, but it's not the Last Jedi. So before you all say, "Oh, you hypocrite, Shabby, you hate that film," yeah, I do. But this is a story of that, and it was $1.99. $2 for a nice book. So that'll go on the library. So $2 for that. Oh. My son, as you know, I've told you this before. Me and his son have been collecting those Mario things. I know Rob's done it. Rob's Retro's doing it with his son too. And it's nice. It's for those who have children, it's a very rare thing that your children are really interested in toys. So when they are, it's a big deal, isn't it? So we've been collecting these Super Mario ones. And what I do is I don't just go out and buy them all together. Every week, if he's done a good job or he's been a good boy, we'll go out and we'll buy one. So yesterday we got these at Ollie's. So that was the one I bought yesterday, which is Kamek. So I'm up to about 4 each, but for $9.99, that's all they are in Ollie's. And I always like these when they were full price at Walmart. Don't get me wrong, I always thought they were cool. But I'm not a massive Mario fan. Do you know what I mean? But what makes this more intriguing to me, why I'm enjoying it, is because my son loves it. He's only 12. Do you know what I mean? He's just turned 12, so he loves it. So yeah, we've been buying those. So what am I up to so far? $2, $4, $10, $14. That's all I've spent. And then look at this. $5.99. That's all it was. Masters of the Universe. It's a brand new book. It's got all the Origins artwork in it. It's all about the Masterverse and all that. So it's not like Pixel Dance. Pixel Dance was all like, which I've got, courtesy of someone in the chat. One of good old Scuba sent it to me. But look at that. Masters of the Universe book. And it's awesome because it's got obviously one of my favorites on the back, She-Ra. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's all about Masterverse. It's all about Origins. It's got and there's vintage stuff in it. But look at this. You even get the artwork from all the Origins. So Castle Grayskull. Look at that. So a nice big thick Masters book, $5.99. $5.99. That's it. Bargain. Couple other things I got. I went to Ross, which Ross is another place that you Americans talk about and so forth. And they do these massive tables at Christmas time. and they fill it. Honestly, I must have got RSI loads of Universal monsters. There was NECA on there. There was Jade. Everything that RSI like collects. I'd love Ross if he came for Christmas because Ross had them all. Black Series, they had all sorts. But they had this yesterday for only $5 or $6.99. So I picked him up for $7. You can't go wrong, can you? So yeah, good old Luke. And that's my favorite figure of all time. It's funny that in it. Do you get that? Buying that figure in 2024. Do you know what I mean? Last time we bought something like that was 41 years ago. 41 years. Now look at us just going back in the shops where you got your own kids now and all that. You buy the same toys. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And the other things I got this. Amazon had this for sale. I always wanted this because I'm a big Black Series collector, but I wasn't going to pay $35 for it. I thought, no, this will go down, and it did. It went down to $13.99 on Amazon. That's it, $13.99. What's that one? Was there? What is it? The Rebel Commando. I always like the vintage version of this. Remember, it came with like a beige gun, didn't it? So I thought that was awesome. But yep, so I got him. But for that price, I might just get another one. Then I've got them both, even though I won't open. So thick. Sat there going, oh yeah, well it's got two faces. So if I buy another one, but then I won't open them anyway. But nice having it. $14.99. I mean $13.99, $14.99, whatever. Perfect. And the only thing I did pay full price on yesterday was this. Oh, look at that bad boy. Absolutely brilliant. So yeah, I found him at GameStop. I never go into a GameStop, and even though it's right next door to a Walmart, I should do really, because I do the DC superpowers, and they've always got them. And I love Black Series, and I always complain that Walmart doesn't have many, but GameStop always does. But so yeah, I found him. So that was my haul yesterday. Oh, and I've obviously I bought one more Christmas decoration. I have to buy Christmas. So first place I go into Christmas, you know what I mean? But I found a Where's Waldo? Only $4.99 at Walmart. So I'm going to stick him in my tree, and you have to find him. Do you know what I mean? So when my tree's behind me, and you'll look, oh, look, there's Waldo. So there's Where's Waldo. So yeah, that's the stuff. Brilliant, Shabby. Brilliant. Oh, it's absolute. I used to love getting into the chippy and asking if they serve. Oh, well, I'm not saying that out loud, but I understand what you mean. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The sardine comes from. Well done, Jumpy. Well done. Jonathan Redmond's so right. Why? What's he said? I'm not going back. I don't want to know what he said. Internet completed it. Thanks. Cheers. I completed. Brilliant. Yeah, they are. They are nice. I'll just say that they are nice. I'm gonna keep it as that. So, Fling's solo today, Shabster. No, baby. No, I'm flying solo today. Hiya, Paul. It's good to see him, Mr. Collectibles himself. No, I just wanted to. The thing is, I don't like I've said, I don't like taking people for advantage. I don't like just go like an off the cup. It's like every time someone sends something in, I either make a video of it or do a live stream of it. It's very important to me. I don't want anyone to think, do you know what I mean? Oh, yeah. I've said it a million times, and you're probably all going to slap your faces like, God, he's going on again about it. But I'm very humbled by what people send in. And the thing about it, it's easy for every one of us to send toys, whatever. That's not what I think about. What I think about is the thought that goes behind it. The thought that people, even like yourself, Paul, you've sent stuff to me that you thought about me and gone, you know what? Shabby, you'd love this. Or do you know what? Or you're out in the shop and you're thinking about me. You know, and that sounded so weird. Paul's collectibles while I'm thinking of Shabby. But you know what I mean? He's like, oh, I'm going to send this to Shabby, so he'd love that. Or Shabby can't find that, he'd love that. And then you write me a note. I've got every note from the beginning. Even things that were written on napkins. Even things that were a scrappy little piece of paper that you just thought, I've got them all. Got every one of them. You know what I mean? Gilster asked me before a couple of days ago about that thing. I've still got his Christmas card that he drew all these pictures on. Still got it. You know, and so I wanted to do this to say thank you, if you will, because I'm a big fan of that. You know, I'll never take it for. It's weird. You get some YouTubers, don't you? Oh yeah, thanks. Oh yeah, this person sent this in. Oh yeah, all the best. Don't get that. Don't get it at all. You know. This is why I've gone more into this than I have making the videos. I'll always make the videos. A lot of people can say, "Oh, now you've stopped making video shops." I haven't stopped making. I've never answered. I've stopped making them. I just enjoy this more. I enjoy the interacting more. I enjoy doing tub thumpers and ZSR, and I like going on people's. I like us to have a conversation. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. You do all that work for your videos, and you'll sit there and you add the music and you edit it, you put it all together and so forth. And there's no interactiveness there for me. You know, and I think, and this is just my opinion. This is, this is just. I think there's a lot of toy people out there that do it a lot better than I do. A lot better than I do. You know, I have to add a joke in or something, or do a little bit of a skit to whatever, just to give it my personality, if you will. But there's some people out there. It's like the way you watch a Connor video and how he can articulate his stuff and how he talks about his toys. It doesn't come natural to me. So I don't like to do anything that doesn't feel natural. Do you know what I mean? Because then you're just becoming somebody you're not. So one of my favorite things about the videos was doing it with Suki and doing it with Lucy and Jen. I mean, Jen just turned around and she said, "Oh, I don't want to do it much anymore." Do you know what I mean? And I didn't want to start being, "Oh, well, if you don't do it, I didn't want to be that person either, like blaming other people for you not doing it. So I just thought I'll take a step back for a bit. And let's be honest, my equipment was crap. You have to keep stopping and doing that. And then when you're trying to upload a video on the internet that we had, going back to internet, you see the segue? You see how professional Shabby? Take you about 9 hours to download a five-minute video. And I'm like, forget it. You know what I mean? It's like, I'll leave it for a while. So Shabby's money goes on family, friends, toys, and curly whirlies. Oh, yeah, my missus loves her curly whirlies, definitely. Let's have a look. Everyone's saying hello to each other. G-Force, hey, pal. Good old G-Force is here. Yeah, 52 in the chat. You absolute belters. Absolute belters. I couldn't help. I could help you get set up with OBS, Shabby, if you want to cost. No, and thank you. I love that, TJC. That was really nice. And I know you would if I wanted to, but I'm quite happy with the StreamYard. But RSI, I've got to admit, I've got to give RSI credit because I talked to RSI about it because we do Tub Thumpers or whatever. And I messaged RSI and I said, "Oh, what the France, mate? He's gone up." And so I said, "I'll pay half." So yeah, I've got to say thank you to RSI for doing that. Do you know what I mean? He said, "I'll just stick it in your Patreon and then it's paid." So again, I'm pissing and moaning about it being $45, but with you lot joining the Patreon and you lot helping me out, and don't make it. I don't like really talking about it because I don't want people to think, well, I don't care if you do or not. Honestly, I'll treat everybody the same. I've been monetized over a year. I haven't even monetized my channel. I'm not that concerned. I'll monetize it, whatever, but it's not the first thing on my mind. Oh, I've got to make money on this. I've got to make. So don't, because I'm talking about Patreon, do not think I'm asking people to do it. I don't care if you do it or not. For the people that have, great. The people haven't, great. As long as you're here and as long as we're interacting and having a good time, that's all I care about. What I'm saying is the people that have done it, they help me out big time with stuff like, the StreamYard or whatever. So basically we can do this all the time. And it's weird. I like doing the little segments and I like doing the logo in the corner. And I like, even if we talked before about having 9 or 10 people on, I have the excuse to do that anyway. Because like Christmas, there's going to be one night at Christmas, we're all going to do it, aren't we? The same as Stu's, when Stu had his 50th birthday, everyone was in there, weren't they? So you get 10 people in. So I like to have that kind of thing, you know what I mean? Where I don't want to sit there going, oh, if we're having a chat behind the scenes, do you know what I mean? And Instagram's not working, and at least I've got my StreamYard and we can get everybody in and so forth. So no, I like doing it that way. But I appreciate the help though, mate. I've heard about OBS, but like I said, it took me 40 years to get a decent bloody phone, let alone that. Sorry I missed your message, Shabby. Thanks for thinking of me. Of course, mate. We're all fine after the storms. Good. That's good. No, don't be daft. I wasn't sat there thinking, well, he hasn't got back to me. I understand that, our two states were hard, weren't they? So, what's your best sandwich? Oh man, where do I start? I love sandwiches to pieces. Love sandwiches. I could eat. It's funny that because our general turn around and go, oh, we'll go out for a nice meal and we'll have this and that. Honestly, beans on toast. I'm a working class lad. I couldn't care less about what's really. You get these people that they stick injections into meat. Well, I'll let it smoke for 42 hours and then I'll add this glaze and I'm like, pie and chips. I'm a pie and chip. Pie and chips and half a loaf. That'll do me. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to go all out for me. Do you know what I mean? I don't care. Aldi beans will do. Don't even have to be eyes. But favorite sandwich? I don't know. I like chicken on sandwiches. That's awesome. Like crispy chicken. That's pretty good. I love meat, but Sisal does it now, like pate on sandwiches and whatever. You know, the paste. I know you half you lads, oh, the paste, but I like that sort of stuff. I'm working class lads. So yeah, to tell you the truth, any sort of sandwich, to be honest. We need an 8 plus 10 of shabby balance. Sigh, I'm gonna batter you, Sigh. As soon as you arrive at the States next year, I'm gonna punch you right in the nuts. Right in the nuts. Yeah, all right, I'll get those, I'll get those pictures done. Yeah, always but stick with it, Gil. Stick with it because it's starting to listen, can you hear the Christmas bells? It's starting to get there. And I knew it in Ross because Ross was crap. I found that figure in there, but all the tables are out. And so what they do, lads, for them what hasn't been to a knowledge, all the aisles full of clothes, whatever, they take some of them out and just put these huge tables on. And then they throw toys on it. And you won't believe the stuff that they give away, more or less. I mean, the prices are ridiculous. I remember messaging, phoning, FaceTiming our side last year because I knew you got into those Universal monsters and they're all there. Do you know what I mean? And I'm picking them all up and size, well, how much are they? $8.99. And size like, what? So $8.99. So I'll get him the Frankenstein one. And I'm trying to look for the Invisible Man for him this year. So I'll try and I had it in my hand last year and I don't know why I didn't just get it for £8, but anyway, I should have done that. But yeah, so it's getting there, Gil. So you stick with it, but brilliant. Super awesome. I can make this 8 by I love Ollie's. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Ollie's is the best. Ollie's is the best. Cheap carpets at Ollie's. That explains why Shabby doesn't use her. Well, no, it's you know, but that's the issue. I've said it before. The only reason I dye my hair is because I can't speak for sight. I went white. I didn't go grey. The grey's on the side, which I don't mind. I don't mind the grey. It was never that was the issue. It was the white. I look like one of the Golden Girls. You come on here with his white hair, and he's just like, you just look like a ghost. He's just like, everyone was like, bloody hell, Shabby, when did you die? so that's why I dyed my hair. Jen, I hope Shabby will take you out for a nice meal after you get in. Yeah, we will. We always do. No sausages. Yep, sausage sandwiches. I'll definitely. What do you mean? I love sausage sandwiches. I mean, brilliant. Yep, Kieran shaking back. He's cleaner than shampoo. Nice. Miriam's here. Hello, Miriam. Travels with Jason. Yes, I shouldn't he? Oh, fanboy cantina. Look at this bloody lovely lad that's here. Hiya, pal. Oh, I've not said you for ages. It's lovely to see you. How are you? Let's have a look. Hello, fanboy. So I'll come down a bit. I'm not going to go all night. So just don't think, oh God, he's going on. He's going to be on for hours. I'm not. I've got a box to show in a minute, and then we'll call it a night. So nice little, yeah, not bad. Eh? I love bargains. Again, and I always say this, and this is what I always say. You've heard me say this before, blah blah blah, and so forth. And do you know what I mean? But I'm a firm believer of that. One of the reasons why I love collecting toys and one of the reasons why I love this sort of community stuff is because I like the fact that we can all get involved in it. Anyone can afford a good bargain. Do you know what I mean? And I think I love the fact that people can go out and find something. And what's the first thing we all do? We want to show it. Oh, look what I found at this. And it was £4. I love that. I love that. It gives everybody the opportunity to do it, doesn't it? And gives everybody the opportunity to to collect and get involved and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I mean, I went out yesterday and got all that stuff. It cost me around $45. All that. I mean, that book itself. Hang on a minute. How much was that book? I'll just tell you. Let me just put my glasses on a minute. That's a $30 book. $30. $39 if you're in Canada. For $5.99. Bargain. That's what I mean. So bargains. I love bargains, our DTM. Yeah, I loved it, our Des. Brilliant. Fun fact, with better internet, Shabby can now reach his destined OnlyFans fame. Nice, Jen. Thanks for advertising that for me, Jenny. Yeah, Jenny said it all up for me. Shabby, naked. Oh, brilliant. Waldo will be on top of Shabby's Christmas tree instead of the fairy. Oh, Star on Mikey. Have we done a fairy? I don't know. Have I done a fairy? Well, once or twice. Shabby, what's your favourite YouTuber and why is it GeForce? Well, it's GeForce. I don't have favorite YouTubers. I have favorite things. I like the nicest thing is that when we all first started, if you remember, we all were Star Wars, weren't we? Everyone was, oh, he's only one Kenobi. Oh, he's the death. You know what I mean? And it's like we've all evolved into our. I think it's because our Sai said this to me, and I found it interesting. He said that's where our love is. And I think that's why we get so passionate, like the conversation we had on ZSR on Friday, why we get so mad and so angry and about Star Wars, because it does mean a lot to us, doesn't it? It means a lot to us. But I think what's happened is it's an easy gateway for us all. You know, we remember Toy Day, or I don't care what country you all had Toy Day at school, didn't you? Our age, we all put in Star Wars, didn't we? Or Transformer, but you know, Star Wars, wasn't it? Me growing up with 3 brothers as well, we had loads of it. Oh, Anne-Marie was perfect for that, you know, for getting all the stuff in. And so for you know the story, we came down one Christmas and it was all there and whatever. And so Star Wars was massive. But now we've all, I think, we started off with that to get us all on the ball, if you will, to get a feel of what we were doing and, you know, to get a bit more experience in doing YouTube and making videos and so forth. But now people are still doing Star Wars, which is awesome, but you're getting a whole range of stuff. And I love that. I'm not a toy collector that just specifically sticks with what I do. There'll be people out there that collect, you know, like Matt. We all take the piss out of Matt about his hot toys, but how interesting is that? You know, I'll never buy a hot toy. So you look at his collection and you think, wow, or you look at people who collect masks, or people that collect Centurions or Visionaries, and slowly, if you've noticed, the majority of lads are all showing different stuff. So our videos aren't more or less exactly the same. I remember years ago when a brand new toy had come out, about 6 or 7 of the same lads would do the same video. You're like, oh, okay, yeah, you know, I'll watch it. Oh, I didn't know that from that video. So, but now everyone's doing their own thing. And I like that. I like the fact that, you know, everyone's got their own style now and their own way of doing it and so forth. So I don't really have a favorite. And I'm not trying to be diplomatic when I say that. I don't. I just like the, you know, I can go here for that. I like the people that are doing it. I like the personalities. I love watching VTR because he's nothing like me. You go to Shabby'S and it's, you know, you go to VTRs and it's, hello, how are you? I love VTRs. Love Chasing 80s videos. I love their Christmas videos. That is one of my favorite things to watch, a Chasing 80s video. You know, I love watching the Scubas. I love watching D-Tim and Helen when they went to America. There's so many. I love watching Reynolds with his sectars and there's so many of them. I love watching Post Collectibles and his helmets. Do you know, there's always something. That's what I mean. Off the top of my head, so if I've missed anybody, I apologize. But what I'm saying is, even then, when you look at all those people I've just mentioned, all do different things. They have their own style and they have their own way of doing it, and I like that. It shows, especially because it shows me and it shows the rest of us how far we've all come. You know what I mean? We've all got our own thing now, and this and that. It's nice. It's awesome. It's true, Jason. What you're laughing at? Yeah, I just don't like to share it with you. Like, I don't want to get too big on OnlyFans, so I keep it quiet. With his special sandwich balancing act. Anyway. I know what OnlyFans is now. Jeez, Claire. Jen, don't you mean OnlyFans? Trying to say? Oh, let's have a look. Touche. Good old Kieran. To be fair, the stars of Shabby videos were always Lucy. They were, weren't they? They were great. And our Jen. I loved our Jen in videos. Honestly, she was the one of the things, and if people have ever met my missus, and I'm not just going to big her up now that she's here. I'm genuinely mean it. My mum's here, our Sai's here, Claire's here. You know, there's some lads in here like G-Force that know our Jen. And Scuba, Leslie. She's awesome. She everything you saw Jen in those videos, that's Jen. I'll give you an example. The Olympic video where we all went out and did the Olympic. That was Jen's idea. The more than words. Remember the more than words? The black and white doing more than words. Jen's idea. She's a nutcase. She's an absolute nutcase. But yeah, I don't know. I think the novelty wore off with Jen. I just don't think she was interested in it. Which is a real shame, honestly. It really is. Because it's funny because you lot will say to me, oh, Shabby, we'd love to have Jen back. So would I. I'd love to have Jen back. But I'm not going to force you to do it. Then you won't get the real Jen, will you? If you're Shabby sat there, oh, you've got to do this and you've got to say that. No, she will. I don't think my wife will ever say never say never. You never know. One day she might just come back and do a stream or do a video. Honestly, you'll love her though. She's awesome. She's really funny. Generally thought that was a sight for fandom's turnout, that it was a rude thing. It was a rude thing. Hiya, mum. Hiya, pal. Let's have a look. What time is it? 55. I'll come down here a little bit more, and then I used OBS. It's much more versatile. But yeah, you see, that's the thing about it, Chris. I don't know much about it, but it's definitely more involved and time consuming. Okay. Our Connor, good old Connor's here. Two of us meal prepping here and watching TV. Mrs. says, he speaks really well. I whip around and tell her he's a smelly toffee blue nose. Every time. Oh man, you absolute legend. Cheers for that, fanboy. It's lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. Oh, I'm getting all softly now, Si. Si's like that. Shabby, your rambling is part of the charm. Yes, there are slicker YouTubers. Is there? What do you mean? But I think we all prefer the mate who can't stop gabbing, and we all quite annoying, but he'll always be around. But he'll always get around it, person. Yeah, I'm one of your pals, and I wanted to set that up. Listen, I'm a firm believer, Coughlin. If you do these things and you put on this act. If I came on here like, yo, this is your boy, Shabs, and all, like, you'd not be like, who the fancy's this guy? Do you know what I mean? And I've always been and listen, I'm a working class lad, like I say. I'm very proud of my upbringing. I'm very proud of, we've all made mistakes, we've all done stupid stuff, but I'm proud of the fact that I'm nice to everybody, and I'd rather be myself. Do you know what I mean? I've got nothing to hide. That's why I won't slag anybody off in public or make a nasty video or say anything on Twitter and so forth. If you don't like me, you don't like me, but I'm not giving you a reason to like me. Do you see what I mean? I'm not gonna, well, why do you like Shabby? Well, he said this. Nah, you ain't getting that from me. No chance. Do you see what I mean? So yeah, I'll probably ramble on a bit and go on a bit, but it'd be a bit boring if I'm just sat here like that. Can't you? You're right. Yeah, I do go on. I get excited, Coughlin. I get excited. I like the lads are here. Do you know what I mean? It's Christmas, toys, that kind of thing. So I know it's so stupid. Well, I appreciate your message, Coughlin. That's really nice of you, man. 43 minutes in, and I'm still waiting for Shabby to take a bath. I'm going to take a bath. I get excited. Everyone who knows me knows me. I like talking. I'm excited to talk to you all. It's hard. It's weird as well, because when you get nervous, you talk a lot, don't you? Not that I'm nervous. I don't get nervous, but when you're on your own, that's what I'm trying to say. There's no Si here. There's no Matt here. There's no Tez here. So I've got to fill the slot. Do you know what I mean? So I be a bit weird if I. What do you think? All right, it's just me. Oh, I can't believe still 50 people are here though. That's brilliant. OBS is that old boy sock? Well, it might be. I don't, PBJ. That's Lucy's favorite PBJs. Shouldn't the Invisible Man be artified on purpose? Well done, Kieran. Yeah, that's a good one. Skeleton Crew starts in the month. Who's excited? It looks good. I was. Tess showed it on Friday, didn't he? Tess showed it on Friday. Like, this is the only place you're gonna see it. CSR World exclusive. Oh, I didn't see it. I didn't want CSR. Yeah, I watched it, and it looks good. It looks all right. And does it feel like Star Wars? No, it didn't feel like Star Wars at all. But that doesn't necessarily mean it won't be good, And that's the thing. It's easy to walk into these things slagging them off before you've even seen them. I'll wait till I've seen it, then I'll say, but yeah, I'll watch it. I'm gonna watch them all. So, oh yeah, sorry, man. I'm salty with Star Wars at present. Not getting the juices going. Oh, it isn't though, is it? Let's be honest. I said. It's very hard. I can't remember the last time that we all got together and did a panel on what's up and coming and how excited we all are. Do you remember? It used to be like that all the time on YouTube. Oh, the new Star Wars is coming. You'd watch an hour panel on a trailer that was on for 3 minutes, and then you see all your favorite YouTubers getting out and talking about what do you think is going to happen, and then all the chat getting involved. They've gone now, haven't they? You don't really see them anymore. Do you know what I mean? So it's a shame. It's a shame, but listen. Never say never. That's the thing about me. It's like I've never been one of them. Oh, I hate Star Wars. Star Wars is shit. I'm gonna turn me back on it. No, Star Wars. The reason why we get so passionate is because Star Wars means a lot to us, doesn't it? It really does. And so, basically, we'll see what happens. I'll watch it, and hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully, you never know. Did I get Goonies vibes? Big time. And I was talking about that, and I was saying I don't like the fact that Star Wars, you put this on this upper echelon, that it takes ideas of other franchises. It should do its own thing. But listen, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We will always have Andor, exactly right. I'll give anything a chance. And Exactly. I did it with the Acolyte. I've got to be honest here. I walked in and said, right, I don't care what people are saying. I don't care if they like it, they dislike it. I haven't seen it. Once I watch it, then I'll make my own mind up. Well, I watched it. I'll just say that. Jungle is massive. Let's have a look. Sorry once again, Connor. Jen's cool, but I'm a little bit scared of her. Well, yeah. People with me scare me too. Well, no, don't scare me. I'm fighting to death of her. No kidding. I'm scared of rat poison. Jen does the. Okay. Can I ask the Americans in the chat when Shabby takes his cap off, then puts it back on, rubs his nose and winks? Is that a secret baseball signal to the picture? That's exactly what it is. Do you know what I mean? Oh, Mr. Moore, headed to Chicago, and we still have to tune into Shabby. The internet is truly fixed. Oh, cheers, Gary. How you, pal? Anyway, so we've only got I'm up to an hour already. So I got a lovely a box, and I got it off this bloke.
Hey!
Yep, good old John, good old Sags, if you will, sent us a box here. Now, I know what it is because he did. I think it was on his Christmas in July stuff. You know, the duck races or whatever. I won one of them, which I thought, oh, that's awesome. So he sent, and then he did that video, didn't he, on Super Awesomes, where you could pick a few things and so I picked something. But he also said, Shabby, I know you were looking for this, and I've put that in for you. So I was like, what the France, man? What the France? So yeah, good old John. I couldn't believe it. I'll just show that again though, because he's funny, isn't he?
Hey!
Hey, brilliant. I tell you what, when we met him at Joe Fest, the biggest smile on my face. What a lovely, lovely bloke he is. Talking about when we were saying before about people's attitudes and what they're like and so forth. Super Awesome is exactly Super Awesome. There is no, what a lovely, lovely bloke. Lovely bloke. I can't wait to see him again next year. I cannot wait. He was such a nice fella, really. If you ever get the chance to meet him, you're not going to be disappointed. I'll say that. So let's get this. Oh, hang on a minute. Let's get this open. See what he sent. Oh, he's packed it nice. It's all packed nice. Let me just put that there. Oh, right. So first thing we've got is the Mandalorian. Look at that. So Mandalorian Hot Wheels car. That's pretty cool. Look at that. I didn't know I was getting that. Awesome. Thank you, John. Let's make sure. Yeah, right. Hey, what? He's done some packing. That's super awesome. So this is what I picked. So because the He-Man and stuff he had, I already had. So I thought, I'll pick something here that I haven't got. So this will make our site happy. I went for that. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So I'm not going to make it out like I'm a multiverse collector. I'm not, but I do like them. I've got a few of them here. I've got the Batman 66 and stuff like that. And our site and detail, once they talk about it, I always go, oh, yeah, all right. And Orc Spot, I think, yeah, that one looks cool. I'll get that one. So when I saw this up, I thought, yeah, that looks pretty nice, Batgirl. So I got the Batgirl. But look what Johnson. Oh, look at this. I can't believe it. I have not held one of these since I was a kid. The Hurricane mask. Oh, what the France? I was talking about masks. I like buying them at Joe Fest. It's like a tradition, picking up the bikes and stuff at Joe Fest. And it was I loved masks as a kid, loved it. And and then you watch bloody Reynolds videos and he's got everything on it. You think, oh man, look at that. And so John messaged me and said, I've got a spare one if you want it. Look at that. So I don't know how to work it out. I'm not gonna do it on camera because I'll probably break it something, but that's so nice thing to send in. Wow, man, that's awesome. So I'll take a picture of it. I'll work out I know it comes up, doesn't it? But how the hell does it come up? And I know the thing comes up. Brilliant, Shabby. Then you wonder why I didn't do the videos. Imagine, be there for a week. Hang on a minute. How do you work that? But yeah, all the little bits and pieces. Mask is brilliant. And I've heard, I think Al Reynolds was talking about it, wasn't it, that Mask is making a comeback. Can't wait. Loyal subjects are doing it. Yeah, I'll get into Mask again. Brilliant. But yeah, so John sent in a hurricane. Absolutely fantastic. So thanks for that, pal. I really appreciate it. I like his Christmas in July videos. They're good, aren't they? You know, when you all get together and watch them. Duck races. Them duck races. And Papa, what is it? Papa's, is it Karen's Wheel of Death or something he calls it? Karen's. Oh, let's have a look. Wow, everybody's turned up. Head of Chicago got that. Fell asleep watching the first episode of what? Of what, pal? I love Sags. I love Sags. He's yeah. Honestly, you know, the lads who met John, will all say the same thing. Just a brilliant guy. He's a big guy. You know what I mean? John's not a small. I mean, I'm 6'1", so I'm. You know, it's not as if I'm small myself, but John's a big guy, man. He's just a lovable fella. He really is a nice fella. Poor Sags. Hassel hasn't had that thing on his head surgically removed. We were picking that up, me, Simon. That was one of the best things ever when he had that shark outfit on. My mum, apparently, I wasn't there, but our side said, "Oh, Anne-Marie, she just nearly lost it with his stuff he had on." Oh, it may have been a Five Below shirt. Shame Stu isn't watching to see how to open a box. Yeah, I've got it down. You know what I mean? I understand though what it means for Stu, man. And the way you lot pack too, it's like you've got a grail in there or something. It's like packing it to go in a museum. It's everything, you know. And it's like, bloody hell, it's, you know. No, it was all. I love that picture of me and you. It's weird. But that's why, going back to what we were talking about before, that's why this community means the world to me. I love stuff like that. I feel like a proud dad watching you all at Echo or Doubling Con. There was another one. Do you know what I mean? And it's awesome. Everyone going around and meeting each other. And I love it. I absolutely love it to pieces. Top man, yeah. Hiya, Stu. Hiya, pal. We'll be on yours. We'll be on Stu's in a couple of hours. I've just turned in, Kieran. Well, cheers, mate. Please ignore my last comment, Stu. Could you put that tutorial on opening box? Oh. I tell you what, Stu, me and you will have a private face. We'll go through how to open a box together. That's awesome. You show Stu how to open a box. Oh, brilliant. Good old 5G. Do you remember that picture in with the characters from Rainbow? Oh, man. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, that's another thing I want to talk about before we go. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about what do I want to talk about? Oh, yeah. I want to talk about autograph night. So we've done celebrity photo night, which was great. Most of you put in your pictures. That was brilliant. We did family night. Do you remember that? When everyone showed pictures when you were kids? That was a great night too. So I was thinking this Friday, why don't we do an autograph night? Right? Now, you might have, I know there's some of you out there got walls and books and everything filled of autographs. So send me up to 3. So in other words, if you're a person that's got loads of autographs, send me 3. Do you know what I mean? But if you only got 1, send me 1. But yeah, all you got to do is send it to that right there, shabbygeek20@gmail.com, and send it me before Thursday, and then I'll show them all on Friday, and we'll have a good chat about. And then when you join CSR on Friday, we can talk about how you met them and what they were like, and everything else. Everyone's really met somebody, haven't they? And it doesn't have to be. It can be anybody, you know what I mean? If it's your local team footballer that you liked, it's the story that goes with it, isn't it? So if you have a story and, oh yeah, I met this person, Shabs, and he was like this. So yeah, so I'll probably do an advertisement for it sometime this week. But autograph night on Friday, send your autographs up to 3 to shabbygeek20@gmail.com, and we'll have a great autograph night. That'll be awesome doing that. I love doing stuff like that. So feel bad I don't have to. Don't be daft. Why do you feel bad? It's bloody awesome. You send it to me. That's absolutely brilliant. Twist the top. Is that what I do? Twist the top. Oh, got it. It's like I've just invented the wheel. Oh, I did it. Yeah. Awesome. That's awesome. Brilliant. Twist the top. Thank you, John. That's almost as cruel as sending Shabby twice over. Felt bad I didn't have extra. No, don't feel bad. Don't be daft. He is. Well, you'll be here next year. We'll have to meet up with him. You'll be here next year. Hit that like button and say the love for Shabby. Well, I appreciate that. You, like I said, you all mean the world to me. You really do. You really do. John is a super bloke. Yeah, good old DTM and super awesome meeting up. And the lovely Helen. Absolute pleasure. It was, wasn't it? It was great. He was a lovely bloke. Lovely bloke. When he ripped his pants, so that was the funniest thing ever. G-Force just looked at me and went, it's just when everyone's trying to explain to me about John ripping his pants and G-Force showed me a picture. It was funny. Then I thought, why's G-Force got a picture of Oh, great stuff. What time are you on tonight? Stu is on at 3, I think. So about 40 minutes. So yeah, because Stu wrote to me and said 5, but I'm sure it's 8 UK time. So it's 3 over here. So because our clocks went back yesterday, so I'm sure it is. Anyway, I thought you also better tell Shabby he'll be on in 30 minutes. Yep, he will. So I'm going. But thank you all so much again. Thank you all for sticking with me. Thank you all for staying with me while I sorted this out all these years. Thanks for your friendship. It means the world to me. You know, every week, like I say, you look at your internet and how bad it is, and you lot have stayed. It means, yeah, I'll never forget it. I don't take anything for granted. I'll never forget it. So thank you all so much. 100%. It meant the world to me. It really does. It really does mean the world to me. Don't ever think you'll ever be taken for granted here at Shabs. No chance. Every one of you in your own way means something to me. You really do. And like I say, I really want a special thanks to Sai, Tez and Matt, because they've had to put up with me all these years with my internet the way it is, and they've never made me feel bad. They've never made me feel none of you have. None of you. I don't mind the jokes, but none of you have ever made me want to quit. None of you have ever made me want to go, you know what, forget this, I'm not doing it anymore. And it could have been easily done. I could have thought, no, I can't do it. You know what I mean? Everyone, you know. So you all mean absolute world to me. You really, really do. Right. So let's just go through it all here. Great chat, Shabby, and everyone else. See you at Stu's and George's. You're exactly right, mate. Let's get off there. Right, everyone. Thank you for a lovely afternoon. I really appreciate it. I'll see you at Stu and George's. See you later.